Doing this Saturday? It's been a wonderful weather outside, and I am so happy to be back on the studio. I feel like it's been a while since the issues we are having in Africa and the fundraising that is going on right now for the opportunity to have Tempo Africa TV to be spread in a more brighter satellites in African countries, including diaspora and other areas as well. So, as you guys probably been watching, everyone that's been following Tempo Africa TV, that's a lot of the things that's been going on, and also addressing issues that are falling off in Africa. But today, we have a very special guest, that we have on. This guest has been in our previous show, so now he's coming back on again because there's a new position that he is running for as well. So as you guys remember, Boyd Morson, who is elected as the City Council of Brooklyn Park. So he is currently the City Council and now is running again in the next primary as the mayor for Brooklyn Park, which is a huge step. And you know, you can only go higher. So let's bring Boyd Morson on. There he is. How are you?
I'm doing outstanding, getting better all the time. How are you?
I'm doing great. You look fabulous. You look wonderful. Thank you for coming on again. So now we got the news that broke out that now you're running for mayor, which is the next step as a city council.
Yes.
Yeah. So give us an introduction about that. You know, the position you're running for, when it's going to be, and you know, all the things we need to know about the position.
Well, when I embarked on this assignment many years ago, the ultimate goal was to be mayor of the city. Mm-hmm. You know, and being mayor of the city, I continue to campaign for that as well. So now there's an opportunity in the primaries this year, April the 13th, for candidates to run to become the mayor because the mayor have taken another position and his seat became vacant. So as my assignment to be representative of the city of Brooklyn Park, all I'm doing is lifting my voice up once again and entering my name into the race.
Congratulations.
Become mayor of Brooklyn Park.
Congratulations. I know in our previous interviews you did mention when certain seats become available and that you can be able to run for those things. So we're very happy for you that you are able to try to fill in that seat possibly in the long run. So it is April this year. That's when the is that when the election is going to start, or the the campaign?
April 13th is the primary election because there's more than two candidates. They have to have a runoff where the top two candidates with the top votes move on to the election in August. So the election is really in August, but there's a primary to eliminate all the others but two to move on to the election in August.
Well, where do you say you would be right now in the primary?
I hope to be number one.
We hope so too. You know, you have a strong faith, so you've been climbing up. So we hope for the same thing as well, and wish you all the best of luck in August. So give us a little bit more information. What are you planning to do differently this time as a mayor, and why are you running for that position?
Well, the same principles and mindset that I ran on the city council to unite our community, work on transforming and reforming our police department, to begin to build a bridge that unites us together, that also speaks true and holds true to the residents of Brooklyn Park, the mosaic community of people in Brooklyn Park, to represent them. Right now, I just represent one district, a certain portion of the pie, but I want to represent the whole entire city with the same mindset, the same goals and objectives, lend my voice to the whole entire city now.
And that's great, you know, because once your voice starts in one area and you're trying to expand it to other communities so they can, you know, be able to be a part of that change as well, or a part of that joy. So that's a great message. And you know, we're proud of you because you have been promoting a lot on unity and bringing the community together as well, even as we covered in our previous interview. How's that been going so far as a city council?
Well, since joining city council, it's been a a welcome opportunity for me to do what I said that I'm going to do. Mm-hmm. Residents have been emailing me regularly, should I say.
That's good.
Thanking me for using my voice for the residents in our community that's been absent a long time and asking tough questions that hasn't been asked in many, many years. So they are excited about my voice that I bring to the city council. They're excited about my boldness, my braveness, and my courageous to hold people accountable, whether or not it's staff, from policing to whomever it may be. My voice is being lifted in respect and observation of our taxpayer people, our residents, our mosaic community of residents in Brooklyn Park.
Amen. So there's a lot of progress going on there based on the voices that you hear back from the people. So that's a good sign. And with reforming and transforming the police department, I know last time in our previous interview you mentioned about having them get to know the community and also working together and being involved in some of the meetings and counselings that are going on within the whole city. How has that transformation been going so far? What is happening with the police department?
Well, in just shy of 2 months being on council, I'm trying to open up doors of communication to the police chief and the city managers themselves collectively. I just come back from Detroit about a week ago, exploring some more advantageous opportunities that will safeguard our community with this green light project that I have and ready to introduce to the city manager and the police chief, regarding adapting cameras, just recording in real time about our city. So if crime is happening, it goes straight to the police's onboard monitors, and we can be able to capture those unwanted crimes in our city and catch them down through facial recognition, as well as to the smallest tattoo that a person may have on their body that's visible. It can also hone into that tattoo in clear detail. So this is something that I'm trying to bring to Brooklyn Park in my transforming and reforming Brooklyn Park with my SPR, a safe, protected, and respected community and city, a blueprint for changing and transforming and reforming our police department. So that's just one phase of it.
So would you say, with all of those changes and reforming that have taken place, what is the crime rate in the community? Has it dropped? Is there a dramatic change that is changing or that is different from the past?
Well, crime across America is lowered now because of, they won't say due to COVID-19 and whatever other measures that may be out there, but crime is at its low. Let me also say that crime is just not unique to Brooklyn Park, but how we address crime in Brooklyn Park is unique. So remember, crime is not unique to Brooklyn Park, but how Brooklyn Park address the crime issues in Brooklyn Park will be unique to solve and reduce our unwanted crime in our community. We have rash of shootings recently over the past weeks, and which is unfortunate that we continue to have these issues with just random shooting. So I'm looking to unite our community, to mobilize a community-based radio patrol, but with the weekend from Fridays through Sunday, where the community can get active in participating by patrolling our communities with these beacon lights flashing on the top of their cars, so people can see that eyes and ears are about our city to help deter crime. And they deter it just by being eyes and ears, not to get out the car and actively participate in the situation, but to call strictly to the police to have them come to that particular identified area to render police, to handle police matter in that particular situation. So the community-based radio patrol, they're just patrolling, getting additional eyes and ears in Brooklyn Park, not to engage in any type of activity that's going on because they're not police officers. But they will have radios in the car to call to police officers that's on duty during those hours and have them come to the scene to assess the matter and or to actively participate in that matter itself. So that's a community-based radio patrol as well as Green Light Project that I'm thinking that I would talk about introducing to help reduce crime in our community and to help our residents feel safer, protected, and respected. So.
Okay. So with you mentioned, like, you know, with the crime going down, even though there's still some of the mass shooting that may still be going on. I know I heard a little bit here and there, but I haven't really looked deeply into it because I don't know which area is happening, whether it's all over the United States or in some areas as well. But specifically for Brooklyn Park, are these crimes still happening due to the fear of the community and painting the cops as all bad, or that fear gap that they have between the cops and the people? Is that still going on, or has that went down? Is that still escalating things, or what can you tell us about that in Brooklyn Park?
Well, police engagement within the community is still a relevant and valid issue within our community. I can say that as a city council member, we have a project for police and racial justice forum that's going on right now to evaluate those same opportunities to speak with our residents, to allow them to share their interaction with our police department, which I happen to be a part of that committee, and I'm proud to say I'm part of that committee. We got some really great people that sits on those particular commissions that's lending their voice and perspective, diverse perspectives to those concerned. We have a lot of work to do to us to begin to make our community feel that they are part of our community and that they have respect from our police department, and also feel that they're protected and respected in the same manner. So we still have some ongoing work to do, but I'm up for the challenge to make that happen as the city council member and next as the 13th mayor of the only Purple Heart awarded city in Hennepin County. So I'm ready to take on that undertaking, to shift from city council to now move to the mayor, become the most visible face, most careful listener, the most credible voice, and a direct gateway to our state legislature for our first-in-line resources for our Mosaic community. So I'm ready for the task.
That is wonderful. You're a very busy man, so continue to, you know, be that voice and prevail in all costs. So now one of the questions I want to revise back is the youth in the community, because I know in the last interviews, you know, we talked about how you're probably going to get some parenting involved in, like, I don't know, activities or after school activities, especially for the younger generations that have felt this trauma that's been happening in the United States since the early 2020. So what update can you give us on that based on the youth and the families? How are they working together in the community?
Well, I'm not satisfied with really the ongoing efforts regarding our youth, because we have thousands and thousands of youth, 15,000 of youth in our community, yet only a fraction is participating, know and or aware of programs that's going on in our community, so they're not actively involved in those things. So I think greater reach, greater outreach to those lost and forgotten generations and generations of our youth need to be activated, implemented, and ongoing aggressively to try to reach those community of people with our youth, to bring them a part of the fabric that we weave here in our community, to make them feel a part of the fabric. You know, for some reason, this ability to not be engaged and or proactively involved or something structured and positive gives them a lot of free time to gain and to enter into some mischief, unwanted mischief, shall I say.
Wow.
And so we need to ongoingly press those issues and reach out to help our lost generations of youth.
Sounds like an ongoing challenge throughout the journey, so still more to come and more updates in that progress as well.
Yes, yes.
All right, so, you know, now as we come towards the end of our interview, give us a little update on what is going out as far as COVID-related, vaccination-related in the community. What are some of the changes that are happening right now? to get the community back to some normalcy, or for people to be able to start adjusting back to life?
Well, as you know, again, COVID has handcuffed communities all across this United States.
Right.
And by handcuffing them, it caused us to sit down. It caused us to stay at home. It caused us to wear masks. It caused us to do a whole lot of things that we haven't been doing traditionally. However, how we adjust to those particular matters is important. And the things that's with the COVID coming here, Brooklyn Park has a vaccination program that's going on with our community where people can get these COVID shots by signing up and affixing their name to a list to get their COVID shot. Just on yesterday, I personally received my COVID shot, the first one of 2.
Okay.
I was really skeptical personally about doing it because of the many reasons in the past of the ingredients in the vaccination, as well as the trial efforts they've been using on black people as guinea pigs over the many years. So, with that being said, it made me skeptical about doing those things, taking those shots. But at the same time, I'm married 35 years to my wife. I want to be here with her as long as I possibly can, as well as my kids and my grandkids. And I got 2 grandkids on the way this year too.
Congratulations.
So excuse me. So taking that shot can extend my life expectancy to be with my family and also to serve our community. Then I took the shot, the first of the 2 shots that I'm supposed to be taking. So again, in Brooklyn Park, we are offering free vaccinations here in our community. You just have to sign up over there at the Starlight Center, old TJ Maxx department store here in Brooklyn Park, to try to meet the needs of our residents here in Brooklyn Park.
Wow. Well, first, congratulations. Maybe you'll have to give us a little detail how that feels to get your first vaccination, because you're still waiting on to get the second shot, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
I still feel the pain a little bit here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Do you feel the COVID symptoms or anything? Because I know with vaccinations, sometimes you kind of feel those virus symptoms. So how's that going on your end?
You know, after I got through at the doctor on yesterday as a veteran, they was giving these shots out at the VA. So I was at the VA for appointments on yesterday.
Yeah.
And so after my appointment, I got out and continued to campaign up until all day long. So I probably walked COVID right out of me or something, walked the pain or whatever right out of me by continuing to meet our residents on yesterday. So,
wow.
So I was actively involved in still meeting our residents and campaigning to become the 13th mayor of Brooklyn Park. So I feel no different. Was just a little soreness where they injected me at, but I'm a big boy now, so I can deal with that little soreness.
Well, most importantly is that you're healthy. So
thank you very much.
Because health does play a long way too with these vaccines as well. So, you know, God bless you on your health and your long life and everything ahead with your family members. And congratulations to your 2 grandchildren that are going to enter the world very soon. So now we're just going to go ahead and try to wrap it up in, giving out your information once again. That Facebook page, people can find you on Facebook, Instagram as well, and I believe we still have those. And we'll continue to push on your voice as well to the rest of the community and, maybe get inspired by what you do and also hearing some of your knowledge and what keeps you going so far in what you're doing, especially from, one step, you just go higher and higher and higher, and now, you're running for a mayor. So, any last information you'd like to share with our audience and the world?
Yeah, something that's true and dear to me. If I can just show this picture right here.
Oh, okay,
This is my mom.
Okay.
She'll be 98 years old next month on the 21st of April. Every time I
98.
look at her, every time I speak to her, she gives me that much energy and motivation to continue to do what I need to do because of all the struggles she went through as a little girl, even from police brutality to hate, racism, discrimination that was going on back 98 years ago when my mom was a little girl and she endured all those things, which now is still the same exacerbating problem that exists today that we have not changed in at least 98 years of my mom's life. I just want to be a difference and let her know that I'm trying to make a difference in the lives of other people for what she unfortunately had to go through, as well as my family and other families of color that has to go through. And I want to also add, lift my voice to say my prayers is going out to those Asian Americans whose life was taken away in Atlanta and to our Asian community in the city of Brooklyn Park. I'm there for you. I'm standing with, for, and by you regarding this unspoken and untalked about unfortunate travesty that's going on and being perpetuated to our Asian community. I want you to know that I'm there for you as your city council member, and I was there before, and I will be there for you as your mayor, 13th mayor of Brooklyn Park. So I hear what's going on, I see what's going on, and to our residents here of the Asian descent, I'm here for you equally. So to my fellow colleague, Susan Pa, who's Asian American, I stand with you and support you in my heart and my family's heart. We goes out to you guys and your community and our community here. And thank you, and God bless us all.
Thank you. That was wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that. Yes, we can always remember what our ancestors went through for this country as well. So that's beautiful. And big up to the Asian community. What happened, yes, it's definitely a tragedy. So thank you so much, Boyd Morson, for sharing that. And we thank you for coming back on. So as we get closer to the campaign and once we pass the preliminary to get to the real thing, we would definitely like to keep updating the audience on where you are. So, you know.
Greatly appreciate that. And a big up to you, Tempo.
Thank you.
For what you guys continue to do and your support for providing information to the African community.
Absolutely.
You're doing a wonderful job in passing that information out to those that's deserving and in need and to your audiences. I greatly want to say again, thank you for allowing me to lift my voice up to your audience as well as to any viewers that may be watching, to share with you my concerns and my efforts and what it is that I'm doing. You know, you are an intricate part of getting information out to our community and to those of your community that you serve as well. And I truly greatly to you and greatly appreciate you for what it is that you all do. But thank you for having me on your show. I look forward to reappearing on your show as well.
Thank you, everyone. That was Boyd Morson, and wonderful luck on your journey. Have a wonderful night.
Bless you. Thank you. Same to you all. Thank you.